Everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, getting my second cardio session in. This one is still fasted. It was a leg day. Quick reminder, if you guys would click that like button down below, we greatly appreciate it. If you will comment as soon as you get in here. The comments are really what we need, so you guys really, if you would please just stay on top of just lots and lots of comments. It's how we get the most views. So yeah, hopefully people get in, we get this flowing, get a good cardio session done. Yeah, so that's the idea. So I'm gonna wait for people to trickle in here. I'm gonna check all my other stuff, other social media on my phone while we wait here, try to just get a good pace going. But again, I wanna get lots and lots and lots of cardio in, right? Name of the game, get that cardio done. So check all my other stuff here and give it a minute for people to get in. But if you guys would please click that like button as soon as you get in here, that is again what we need to get the stream flowing, gets it into other people's feeds, gets everything moving along. But yeah, let's see what I got going on Facebook here. All right, so that was interesting. And I made a Facebook status about it. Oops, knocking my water. I made a Facebook status about it. I was doing my walk earlier. I finished the Facebook, and then I came over to do YouTube. But between the YouTube, I stopped and talked to a neighbor for about 5 minutes. Middle-aged guy. He was himself, a little overweight. And he stops me, because I wasn't talking to my phone yet. And he stops me, and he goes, "Do you have any body fat on you? Like, you have a single ounce of body fat on you?" And I just kind of laughed. I'm actually in a weight loss phase now. I'm doing extra walking and cardio to get lean. And he kind of laughed about it. But I talked for a minute, gave some advice and chatted, and then I hopped over and did my stream. But here's the funny thing with that. This shows the difference between the online fitness world and the general public of how they perceive people. Because I'm out here walking like in my shorter shorts with a fanny pack on, right? And, I come on the internet and I will always get people like, "Oh, you're fat, you're out of shape, you got too much body fat, you're too fluffy, too soft," right? But then I walk down the street and literally have another person in my age group stop and ask me if I have any fat on my body. And he's working on obviously trying to get into shape. He's out walking and stuff. So it's kind of funny of how weird we are in the fitness world. Like we're so detached from what the average person, considers to be lean versus fat. And I've tried to tell that to people. Like, there's a point where getting too shredded, the average person is not going to be attractive. They're not going to like it. It's not even marketable or appealing, yet to our niche it can be. And I think we've lost sight of what a healthy, attractive body fat even is to most people. Like, we really lose sight of it in the industry. And yes, I'm going to keep cutting. That's not going to stop me from cutting. I'm going to cut just to make more money. But that's why I'm going to keep doing the diet I'm doing, why we're going to keep doing the cardio, because it's stuff that I need to get done. It is what I need to do to take care of business here. And that's fine. I'll do it. I don't mind. Make it happen. But it kind of shows that contrast. Because I get that in public too, and I've had people, "Looks gross if you're too ripped." In fact, it does, Liberty. I actually get haters who get pissed at me when I've said no. I've literally had women tell me, in the last 6 months and stuff, that I look like a Greek god. And they're like, "Oh, you're Jamaican." It's like, but it really is what I've been told. Whether you look like a Greek statue. So, that's what they've said. But it really is happened and been said. But to the internet, the people who follow the fitness world can't get their head around that fact. Right? They can't get their head around the fact that the average person's perception of fitness versus the online fitness community's perceptions are dramatically different. Mundo says, "Yo, hey, what's up, Mundo? There has to be a health balance." Yeah, Liberty, absolutely. Jason, my old white bro. Okay, yeah, that's me. Matthias, hey, Jason, what's up, Matthias? I'm fitness sub, bro. You seem chill. AF, hope you be a big YouTuber. I mean, I've been well known on YouTube for a long time, dude. I mean, I'm less big than I used to be. Now, I used to be a household name on here, but that was back in the day. It's been a little bit, but hit that like button, guys. There's a bunch of you commenting. We only have 2 likes, right? There's at least 3 people, 4 people making positive comments, 2 likes. Get those likes up. Hit that like button. Keep commenting. Keep posting, guys. Don't stop posting. Keep posting, drop the comments. Let's get the engagements up. That is what makes the stream happen. Appreciate it. But yeah, man, hey, Mondo, I appreciate the subscription. Come on over, dude. Hit the sub button. The more the merrier, man. The more the merrier. But yeah, your point, Liberty, there has to be a balance. You know, and in my case, yeah, I'm going to get down a lot leaner. Tony dropped his like. Appreciate it, Tony, because for marketing. But it's not necessarily appealing to the average person, right? I know some women, when they get too cut up, look almost anorexic. Yeah, a lot of, well, people start saying, oh, they look like a man. It's like a woman who drops 30 pounds of fat, then dudes be like, she looks like a man. She'll be 110 pounds. Like, really? 105 pounds. They're like, she looks like a man. You know, because that's what happens when a woman is 15% body fat. Do you consider yourself a philosopher? You seem like a very deep thinker. I may try to be a deep thinker. Am I a philosopher? I don't know, man. That's a good question. Would I really consider myself a philosopher? I don't know that I would. Maybe. I think that's maybe a question to ponder. I mean, what makes someone a philosopher, Mondo? You know? At what point in our deep thinking do we cross that line to where we say that person is a philosopher? I don't know. I don't know that I have the answer to that. Something to ponder. But keep those comments going. Fair enough. Maybe. I suppose some people might consider me one. But as of right now, Coach is just a cardio machine. Getting leaner. Ted, peanut, air buckle 3. I don't even know what that means, Ted. Ted, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're saying. But we'll get the, I didn't voice over the training vlog yet. I'm like, let me get a second cardio session. Let me get my food cooking in the Instant Pot. Let's get some more cardio done. And, you know, then I'll worry about that training vlog, right? We'll get that up next. Hey, Mondo, why you didn't have to remove your comments, man? Oh, man. Mondo deleted his comments. You should really start writing down your deep thoughts. I don't need to, man. I just stream them in here. I don't need to write anything anywhere. I make posts every day on social media, though, Alma. I mean, do you follow all my Facebook and stuff, right? I mean, I leave tons of statuses. Do you think the sugar diet hype will continue to spread? God, I hope not. I hope not. Didn't we already do this in the 90s? Back when we went on the low-fat phase, everyone then decided sugar was good, which is stupid. Like, to make the connection that, well, because lower fat's over for body composition, we should all eat sugar is dumb. They should have been eating rice. They should have been eating potatoes. We've already done this. This has already been done, guys. So all these diets go in waves. I think people forget that. Other than the carnivore is the only new one. It's just the most extreme, crazy version of keto that's ever been come up with. And it's not even carnivore. It's so stupid. Basically, it's just keto taken to the next tier. Let's just cut out all the vegetables. And then they call it carnivore, which is just dumb. Nothing like a carnivore diet. Carnivores don't eat a lot of saturated fat. They don't have access to butter. All right. You ever had a run-in with the law? Hey, Mondo, what does that have to do with the sort of channel I run, dude? Hopefully it goes away. I hope it does too, Matthias, but look how bad the carnivore diet spread. I mean, okay, Matthias, but let's look at the lesser of two evils. As stupid and as bad as the sugar diet is, right? If it replaces the carnivore diet, would it be a net positive? And again, I'm not saying it's good. It's kind of like, well, what if we got rid of all the fentanyl and replaced it with crack? Well, that would be a positive. It's that level of a positive. If it kills off the carnivore diet completely, well, that will at least be a minor positive to offset some of the horrible negative, because the carnivore diet is flat going to be killing people. People are going to be dying from this carnivore thing. These carnivore people who are all doing it now, 10 years from now, they are so screwed. Like, they're completely screwed, because it's not like they can reverse the damage. Yeah, I don't get recommending sugar over fruit or grains. I don't either. Hit that like button though, guys. This is the slowest stream I've had in a week. Hit the like button, get the comments up, we'll get the views up. Hello, man, I survived leg day with the flu. I don't know that I do leg day with the flu, man. Chase, I would think it would be a net positive. At least it allows people to eat fruit, which is better than nothing. True. I mean, the main thing is getting them off the really insane carnivore, anti-vegetable, anti-fiber thing. Like that is, how do I put this? I can't even get around my head how a person could be convinced to try the carnivore diet, right? Like it is completely beyond my comprehension how a person could be talked into it. Like to me, as someone who's studied enough nutrition over the decades, to me, when someone gets convinced to try the carnivore diet, it's on par with someone saying, hey man, you really got to try heroin, and then getting talked into it. It's that level of stupidity. And people get mad. I've really offended some people who follow it. I'm like, no, I mean, to even be talked into it, there has to be something mentally wrong with you. If you could even be convinced, like the argument made sense to you at some point, this is a problem. A crappy algorithm for real, seriously, Mondo. Can damage from being overweight in your 20s still be reversed? Marcinio, yes and no. Okay, are you asking me, can atherosclerosis be reversed? We don't have a consistent way, not really. I mean, if they cut it out, it's called a bypass surgery. So does the atherosclerosis you accumulated earlier in life go away just because you cleaned your diet up? No. Can the insulin resistance be reversed? Yes. Can the body fat be dieted off? Yes. Right? A lot of those metabolic things can be reversed. The plaque that you accumulated is permanent. So the same thing on the carnivore diet, the people who are doing that, or even the really deep keto diets who started them when they're metabolically unhealthy, right? Right? There's a person, do you want me to go on a rant screaming about Jordan Peterson again? Like, I feel like you're baiting me. I feel like you're baiting me because you realize every time I discuss Jordan Peterson and his fucking retard daughter, I start cussing, right? You know that, right? So I feel like you're baiting me to drop a bunch of F-bombs right now and just cuss the hell out of him. Okay, and you just lied. Nothing helped in only eating meat, stop it. No, that's a lie. You just lied. What has every doctor who's listened to this story, who's an expert in autoimmune diseases, said? So you're saying that helps? So you're saying you believe that, or are you intentionally spreading his lie? So, or did you research this further? Because I feel like you're spreading Jordan Peterson's insidious lie. So, did you research what all the doctors have said about it? Who've listened with the experts who literally work with the conditions that she has? Have you heard any of their takes on it? Because I've gone and looked it up. They got plenty to say. And so you're telling me Jordan Peterson didn't spend 5 minutes researching the medical condition of his daughter before he's made all these statements? He's a con artist. He's a complete con artist. Well, no, you can trust doctors on certain stuff. I mean, so again, we don't need that in here. People these days have such an unhealthy obsession with elimination diet. They think it's temporary, feeling better. Carnivore is not an elimination diet, Chase. It doesn't meet any definition of an elimination diet. They don't even know what an elimination diet is. They just throw the term out there without looking it up. But no, the issue with that, you do realize the medical condition she has goes into remission for like 90% of people by the time they reach her age, just on its own. It just happens. That's what the experts say. They're like, it's a condition that you just outgrow in early adulthood or late teens. And they're saying it's not this goofball diet that did it. She outgrew the medical condition. And if she went back to eating fruits and vegetables, it would stay the same. So he clearly is not bothered to research this, or he has, and he's choosing to spin a lie for whatever reason. So he's a complete con artist. And you can not like that. No, you don't need to trust experts on everything, but you can trust medical doctors who work with people with autoimmune conditions when it comes to the topic of autoimmune conditions, especially when they're not selling you drugs. No, in this case, the leading experts are saying this medical condition, you outgrow it oftentimes with no medication at all. They're not selling you anything by saying that. Among all mammals, ketosis is the basic. No, it's not. Yeah, no, that's not true. No, where did you come up with that? Yeah, dude, I think that you don't know basic nutrition, man. Sorry. Look, Coach, what do you recommend for a first stack? The test, the primo, the test, or whatever. I don't know. We're falling into you need individual help. I do gear consultations. I'm not going to give you recommendations in a general area like this. So if you want recommendations on your first cycle, you can hit me up for a consultation. They're $100. I will get in a video call and break it down of your individual situation. You can hit me up on Facebook. So we should not use our bodies preferred. Exactly, Tony. Because lions only eat meat, humans shouldn't use their preferred fuel source. We're a glucose-driven species, yes, but we're not the only glucose-driven species. So again, people are just making up crazy stuff. Ketosis is the default metabolic. No, it's not. Oh my gosh. Should I study for my chemistry exam in 2 hours or do my boxing training today? Well, no, you should study for your chemistry exam. Hit that like button though, guys. Let's get these engagements. Hit those likes. There you go, Marty. Tell them, man. I can't believe how many kooky, crazy carnivore and keto people I still get in here. No offense to the guy saying that, but dude, you just straight up are making up nonsense. Yeah. And even if it were true, why would it matter? Yes, humans are metabolically different from a lot of other animals, absolutely. Okay, broski, bye-bye. Yeah, so go study for your thing, Rondo. Deep Wayne, like, appreciate it, man. Appreciate the like. Much love to you. Yeah. It's just shocking how cult-like the whole keto movements and stuff have gotten. They just like spin their own facts. They just make it up as they go. I need to do more videos on that, like the Inuits and stuff. Like, they literally just make up, oh, the Inuits were healthy and didn't have atherosclerosis. Like, what? How come all the remains we've had, they all have atherosclerosis? What do you mean? It was insanely high. All right, why does it feel so good when you remove glucose? It doesn't. Well, breads are easy to overeat, dude. That's a refined food. I mean, I don't necessarily sit around eating bread either. I don't eat bread. So what does that have to do? So you quit eating a refined food and you felt better. Well, of course. What do you mean enjoy sugary foods? Why are you doing that now? What are you talking about? Why can't you just eat whole foods? What's the problem with eating healthy whole foods, dude? I didn't get an answer to my question about the Boogs. He's been doing all kinds of creative lists, a lot of bench, and go with 2 Sami bars, then you pull. Oh, Marty, I didn't see any of that. I have no idea what Boogs is doing right these days. Maybe you could eat oatmeal and brown rice. Exactly, Chase nailed it. Hey, dude, instead of eating bread, you could eat brown rice and oatmeal. Do you advise dark chocolate? Some cases. I mean, In limited amounts, it can be an okay treat. It's somewhat beneficial. Just be aware it is a saturated fat. May not be ideal when you're trying to lose body fat in some cases, but has beneficial polyphenols though to some extent. It's kind of it's a gray area food. You mean you're broke? You can't eat rice because you're broke? And then you're talking about low carb diets. The keto diets are way more expensive than eating bodybuilder type diets. Okay, so then don't buy an avocado. So because one specific food imported from overseas costs more, you can't eat rice and vegetables? They don't have rice in Europe? Rice isn't inexpensive in Europe. There's no cheap vegetables grown in your country that don't have to be imported. Like nothing. They don't have any vegetables that grow there. Man. But then if you're talking about not eating carbs, man, low carb diets are going to be way more expensive. You know how much meat usually costs in Europe? Overhead press, Marty. Gotcha. I feel bad for you that you're broke, but healthy eating is cheaper. Exactly. A can of beans at Aldi's are 89 cents. Bags of apples, yeah. I eat rice, but when you eat too much, it's hard to go to toilet. What do you mean hard to go to the toilet? That's not how it works, dude. Rice shouldn't be causing constipation. That shouldn't be happening. Yeah, you need to go talk to a doctor. There's something really wrong with you. If rice is giving you constipation, then you need to go see your doctor immediately. You said you live in Europe. You probably have socialized medicine. That's not normal. There's something wrong with you. And I'm serious. Go to your doctor. What's up, Lacey? Used to eat oatmeal and canned chicken when in college, or tuna and pepperoni. How's the energy today, Coach? It's pretty good, Dean. We're doing good. We did an hour, fasted earlier. I did a leg day. I'm feeling okay. We're decent today in spite of it being a leg day. I'm just going to get through this one, though. Hoping we get these engagements and likes up. Yeah, just eating beans with fish, pasta, and turkey. Okay. How old am I? I'm 48 years old. I'm 48 years old. There we go. Get those likes and gas. Come on. I see that little love thing popping up. Groceries in the U.S. are on average higher than in Europe. He's talking smack. Maybe. Jason, you look good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, man, I appreciate that compliment. Thank you. Yeah, all these guys keep coming here saying food's too expensive in Europe. I can't afford rice. I had someone say that. They claimed brown rice was too expensive. I'm like, well, what do you eat then? You can't afford brown rice. I don't know what to tell you. Did you just finish walking? Yeah, I did an hour. I did a leg day, then I did an hour walk, short break, got my food going, and I'm doing a cardio session on the bike now before I eat breakfast. Is it good to put lemons in water and drink it? I don't know. I don't do that. I guess you could. I don't see a problem with it. I don't see any issue with it. I don't know that it's good. You're not getting that much from a little lemon juice. I get a few vitamins or something from it. If you like the taste, though, sure. It's not going to hurt you in any way. I can't see it being harmful. So yeah, if you like a little lemon in your water, then by all means, go for it. Same people who spend $20 on McDonald's for one sitting are the same people who complain about a $4 rubber Greek yogurt is too. I know, right? Like eating like a bodybuilder, like literally bodybuilding bro diets are so cheap that they're almost the cheapest healthy diets you could do. Baffles my mind. Coach, how long does it take you to ramp all the way up to a max squat? I find it takes forever. I don't know. I don't really time it. I just go in and do it. I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. You know? Just an estimate. Ramming to a max deadlift takes like 5 minutes tops. You have a good Memorial weekend? I worked. So I suppose it was no different for me than any other day. I work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week right now. Animal did a good series called Big on a Budget, capping groceries at $50 on a used 100. Oh, there you go. I don't know who Animal is. So Tony, you got to quantify that stuff, because no one, if you just say animal, people are like, I know the word animal. Is this a YouTube channel? Is this, okay, that still doesn't help. Is this a YouTube channel, a Facebook page? Is it a TV show? What station is it on? You got to be specific, guys. Don't assume people know. It's a YouTube channel. Okay, thank you. So you guys got to quantify that stuff, because otherwise people don't know. Like, people say that, they're like, hey, Greg said this. I'm like, I know like 7 Gregs. You got to be very specific. Like, well, can nobody? Well, you could have meant Greg Doucette, and people would be looking at the wrong channel. Because I have nowhere to go. I work here. All right. So, all right. Do people know who Ian McPop-Tarts is? I know who Ian McPop-Tarts is. Have we heard from Eric's friend Brandy? I haven't even heard his name in 10 years or 8 years since you posted it. That's the first time I've seen any reference to it in like 8 years. I could care less, honestly. I don't watch anything Eric does either. I've simply given Eric a personal warning to not come near me, and we've left it at that. Last time he messaged me on an official account, wanted to do a collab, I simply told him do not come within 100 yards of me. All right. That was the entirety of it. All right. No, I don't watch anything he does, so I could care less, man. Have you ever watched any arm wrestling? I saw the movie Over the Top. I see arm wrestling come through my Facebook feed all the time because of fitness stuff. Like, I just see reels in the middle of the feed. So yeah, I mean, technically I've watched it because it comes through. I see reels all through Facebook and Instagram. Just kind of there. I don't really watch them. I don't really care. How's work? It's a lot of work, and in this economy, less money than I would like. Arm wrestling is blowing up, really entertaining. That's cool. Eric is discussing I used to watch his channel. There's a video where he threw up on his beard in the middle of a workout and it kept going. Yeah, it's weird. Oh gosh. And then, oh, he ate it. Well, that's just, yeah, that's revolting. What army is that? Slaves to Darkness. I'm not going to bring any down. I've won awards for my painting. I bring them down and put them in front of the camera sometimes. Is the popularity of powerlifting capped since meets are kind of boring? No, meets aren't really boring. Like the USAPL and all that, IPF affiliates are boring. Most other feds, they're like a rock concert, right? Coach, where is your Buffalo bar max in proportion to your bench max? I don't know. I haven't maxed on the Buffalo bar in so long. It's usually at least 10 pounds difference. Oh, you kind of have I am a super nerd. What are you talking about, Marty? Why do you think for me, all training is a big nerddom, and why I discuss things like rate coding and stuff like that with muscle fibers, right? Rate of force production. I'm a super nerd. Hey, Patrick here. I've been a fan since Ice Cream Fitness. You're absolutely jacked, bro. Give me Inspired at 30. I think hey, man, you're welcome, Bulldog. Glad I can inspire you. You working on Warhammer? It can be okay. I haven't played Warhammer in over a year. I just paint these days with it. Money has gotten more difficult. Yeah. Well, Lacey, I don't really want to talk about all my specific budgets and stuff on the internet because my stalkers literally obsess over it. So anything I even say about it is going to be made into videos. But I mean, yeah, the economy needs to get better. Like, my cost of living is super high. Like you had mentioned before, I know in yours, like what you were paying, and I'm like, I couldn't pay half of my bills on the money you were making. Like, if I doubled your income, I couldn't live the lifestyle that I have. Like, just how it is. Like, my monthly bills are double what yours are, more than. So, yeah, this economy sucks. Yeah. So, do you only have one pair of shorts? I literally have 5 different pairs of the black workout shorts that you see me in. Of that style, I have 5 of those. I have a totally different type of short on right now besides this. Coach, imagine Cali, I'm in SoCal. Anything you would change on your non-athlete intermediate program? Yeah, I probably wouldn't. You talking about the linear periodization one? I don't like linear periodization, honestly. I threw that up as a sample to answer a Q&A question. The track payment eats up a lot of my money. Yeah, car payments are a lot. Well, get those likes up though, guys. Need to get that view count up. What should I do for arm gains if I have bad genetics for biceps? You should train them. You go. I have coaching slots open. You go if you need individual programming, because I can't give you custom programming in the live stream. You can hit me up for a consultation. I charge $100 on Facebook. I'll do a video call right out of program. But if you need full coaching, I have slots open, $250 a month. I will give you full coaching. So you're asking a coach for a program right now. This is what I do. So hit me up, Facebook, we'll get a video call going. People send you with him. I like when I know they are. Steve, Dean is Steve, he's a former client. Coach, do you ever travel out of the state? That's none of your business. I'm not trying to be a dick, but that's really, really not your business. We're to the level of personal life that people don't need to know about. F250 doesn't come cheap. No, it doesn't. Do you have any ideas on how to get over stalling arm gains? Yes, you have to train them with proper programming and progressive overload. Can too much caffeine affect gains on drinking? I mean, hypothetically, but it's unlikely. So you're asking, is something likely or is it in theory possible? Pretty unlikely, but I maybe it could happen. Who's the GOAT of bodybuilding? Arnold? Yeah, man, I trained them, but they aren't growing anymore. All right, you go. Well, it sounds like you need coaching then. You're asking a coach what to do. I have coaching slots open. I'll be happy to coach you and resolve your issues. Hey, Chad, you notice I get really rude when people ask about my personal life, and there's a good reason for it. Regardless, no, it involves my whereabouts, who I hang out with. That is completely off limits topic that I will not discuss. Regardless of whether or not you think you have genetics, you should do what ideal for muscle growth. Exactly. Absolutely. Whatever. Okay, sorry, I don't have any money for that. I was just looking for tips. Okay, fair enough. So go get, all right. I might be able to close out my truck loan. Okay. But train your arms is kind of obvious, coach. Well, yeah. I mean, but without a lot of details, I can't give you advice without knowing everything about your program, what you're doing, footage, everything. I seem out of breath from doing cardio, you mean? Yes, that's the idea. That is what cardio does. Hey, cool songs. So there's this thing called cardio where you do activity, like I'm on a bike right now, and you get your heart rate up and your breathing and heart rate go up. Now, you may not know this, so you may want to go Google what cardio is. So it's exercise, right? Stuff that fit people do. And yeah. Lacey just cleaned horse stalls. What? Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. A girl cleaning a horse stall in her thong is not sexy because it's like she's going to have horse poop all over her. That's not really that hot, guys. You know, I'm just saying. Right? Like, nobody's seeing that going, yeah, man, I want to hit this. Like, no, she needs to go get a shower. What are y'all talking about? You guys are silly. There's a girl on live that does that and gets tons of views. It's crazy. Tony, she says, oh Lord, right? And after rolling the hay, here's the industry. So we're officially cutting. What do you mean now? Bro, you like 2 weeks late to the party. So I gained 5 pounds when I first upped the salt and the cardio. That's all gone. I've had 2 weight swooshes since. So we started at 222, then it shot up and it dropped down. I'm at 218. So I've lost 4 pounds since the start of the cut in spite of increasing carbs and salts. So yes, we're 2 weeks into the cut and dropping a couple pounds a week averaged now. Hey, huge. I was recomping. We are cutting, and I've covered it numerous times as to why we're doing it. So cutting does kill gains. I'm not going to make any gains while I'm cutting at this point. You're right. I will not be making any gains during this cut. I'm going to do my best to keep all the muscle and get lean to improve social media. I don't care about, at this point, I don't even care about the YouTube. No, well, I get mad because people ask silly stuff. It's just the way you worded it came across a certain way. Maybe it's just me. It just came across a certain way. So it's just overall to improve all my social media, not necessarily just YouTube. Like YouTube's almost dead anyways. Do you think incline curls are best for biceps? No, they're a great exercise. They're not necessarily best. They're just going to give you a stretch reflex. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep up with the weather. That's fair. You go totally fair, man. I don't think about Durian Ryder at all. So one guy says, what are your thoughts on Durian Ryder? I don't think about Harley at all. I haven't talked to him in forever. We've chatted some in the past. I don't think about him. Is there something specific you'd like to know about something he promotes? So are you asking about him as a person? Or is there an idea he promotes that you'd like to ask me about? That idea we can address on its own. I don't know what his diet is these days. Has he changed it in the last 12 years? So, no, I don't believe in veganism. I'm on every platform pretty much other than TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Facebook's my biggest platform. Other than these lives, I'm more active on Facebook than anything, but I don't get ads and lives on Facebook, so I'm doing the lives here. As soon as they give me ads and lives, I'm done with YouTube other than the normal videos I upload. I'll probably never do another live here. So this is just for now. No, Facebook's my main platform, honestly. Everything's the same. Yeah, I would never advocate protein that low. I've never advocated a vegan diet. He probably recommends too low protein but higher carb. I mean, I think high carb is great. Are you familiar with the devil fruit? No, never heard of it. What's that? What's that mean? Maybe I should get on Facebook. Yeah, I mean, I post 50 times a day on Facebook, Lacey. All my YouTube content goes to Facebook, plus all my pictures, all my food, all my thoughts. Right? Like every random fitness thought I have gets posted on there. Why are so many vegan swingers? I don't know. That's a good question. I've noticed, Ted, I've noticed that same thing. Yeah, Lacey, you totally good on Facebook. A lot of vegans have open marriages and stuff, though. I've noticed that, Ted. I think if you look at some studies that were done on vegans usually have abnormal social values compared to mainstream society anyways. And it has to do with the mindset they develop as seeing themselves as outsiders and part of a subculture, a different moral subculture. So they tend to their overall morals and ethics tend to be very different from whatever their mainstream societies are anyways, because they classify themselves as outsiders. So, but yeah, I've definitely noticed that tendency among that demographic, you know. Or we could just spin it over to, well, vegans are just kind of weird, man. Straight bar, superior to easy bar on bicep curls. I mean, yes, it's kind of technically work the biceps more. If you stream on Instagram, no, just YouTube mostly. I stream on Facebook, but it's only like 3% of my streaming. All right? But that's only because on my main page I don't have ads and lives yet. I have everything else. And eventually I'll get it when they switch it to the new content monetization. I contacted business support about it and got them on the phone because I have a business page. And they said I qualify for the content monetization beta, but my page definitely qualifies, but they're not going to tell me what the criteria are for when they roll them out. They said I'll eventually get it. So when that happens, I'll just do all my lives on Facebook. They pay more than YouTube does. So if I'm going to put in the same hours of streaming, I won't want to make double the money. So mainly you're on YouTube. No, just for the live streams, huge. I do more content. If I'm not doing lives, I do 10 times as much stuff on Facebook as YouTube. So it's only the lives that are more active here. All my videos go there too. Every video I make goes there. All my reels go to all three. They go to Instagram also. But I cross promote those off Facebook, off of one button. So I just cross post them. So like if you want to see every meal I eat, it's all on Facebook. All my grocery shopping, it's all there. Again, all my random thoughts, my group posts, the stuff you do on Facebook. I do a lot of group posting on Facebook, actually. YouTube still gets me the most clients, though, to be fair. Even these streams, I pick up consultations in these streams all the time. All right, it's a Japanese fruit. Oh, that's why I've never heard of it then. I've never been to Japan. Protein mostly from dairy or fish sometimes. I don't like to eat meat. But you just said fish is a meat. What are you talking about? You do know a fish is an animal, right? Hey, dairy protein's fine though. Like dairy protein's technically superior anyways. Hey, Huge, you're asking what I do on Facebook. You can just go to my Facebook. Hey, Jason, been recovering, been missing a lot of streams. Hope all is well, brother. Looking strong, brother. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, Rich Doctor. Dean says cult behavior. What's cult behavior? Some of the vegans would prefer dairy. Do you think sprints are good for big quads? No. Why would they be? 10 times more content on Facebook. All the other posts, dude. I mean, the videos are there, but all my posts. There's no pictures, there's no written posts here. And there's no group cross promotions. And people have to stop grocery shopping only once a week. Some of the healthiest foods in the world are very short. Yeah, I shop more than once a week. But then again, frozen vegetables are healthy and those are fine. They're actually healthier than buying the fresh ones. That's been proven. Frozen vegetables have a higher nutritional value than the fresh produce section. So always don't forget that. And we know why. We know the mechanisms. It's very well studied. The written posts, those are good, yeah. That's why you grow your own. Still not necessarily that helpful because you're not going to grow the same foods. You're not going to grow 12 months out of the year. You're not going to have fresh broccoli year round. And it's too much work. It's technically just cheaper to buy it. It's not cost effective. All right. I think people forget that in the whole grand scheme of things. The hours of labor that they log versus just buying it. Let's buy it. It's a reason big farmers exist. They're business because they're cost effective to allow full-time farmers to grow your food. You know, they're pretty critical. They're pretty dang important people, farmers and ranchers. What's the idea behind telling yourself you're going to gain muscle on a cut? To convince yourself that you will, so that you don't accept that you're going to lose muscle. On a slow cut, you can gain muscle. I'm not slow cutting. That's the issue. True, my mom grows her own vegetables, but I would hate, yeah. Yeah, you have to factor in that time that could be spent with other productive stuff. It's just not cost effective. Again, it's why we have farmers, man. Again, they're vital. Cuts are scary. Why aren't you slow cutting? Hey, Huge, because I need to make a quicker transformation. I can assure you it's purely a business move. I'm perfectly content with my body fat as a human being. It's purely for money. and I'm not going to go into the details. You don't need to know my business model, sorry. Let me just phrase it as it's a business decision. That's it, nothing more. But I don't tell everybody all my business plans, so that's pretty much sums it up. That is what you need to know, purely a business decision. I don't know my body fat percentage, Bubba. Did you really just ask Jason Blaha if he's a friend of, like, damn, dude. That's, any longtime follower is probably crying, laughing. Sucks, can't lose fat where we want. I hate my weight. Well, you can't lose fat. You can't pick where you lose fat, so just lose fat. You just asked the man who was famous for getting sued for calling out branched-chain amino acids before they got debunked, who was an outspoken voice against their early selling, who literally got sued over it. And it made it all over fitness news. Before all the meta-analysis came out pointing out they were worthless. People these days are so delusional because of the fitness industry. You could have a healthy body fat and people would think you're fat. Yep, Chase, I mean, per that post I made, it's hilarious. That's why I'm laughing. Like, it just throws me off because I'm so used to dealing with the internet. Yeah, so low to high, that's why that's hilarious. You just asked the one person who was the outspoken person against them before they were proven to not work. Like, we know they don't work now. Like, that's not even debated. All the scientists said, yeah, they don't do anything. They're useless. I literally the person who got sued for speaking out against them. And it was actually kind of a big deal. Like, all the other influencers talked about it and knew about it when it happened. So that's kind of a funny question to ask here. It's just, that's okay. Not everyone knows all the history, man. You new timers, you might have only been in the fitness world 6-7 years. So all the original drama was about BCAAs. All my original trolling, all my original hate, all started over that lawsuit 12 years ago. Yep, that is the origin of all of it. It's where it all started. But Chase, that's why I laughed. That threw me off when I literally had him in the middle of my walk. I was about to start the YouTube. I just finished Facebook. And a neighbor out walking stops me and goes, man, do you have any body fat on you? And I'm just like, I just had 7 people call me fat in the fitness industry the day before. It's like, we have such a disparity between the perception of the general public versus the fitness world. It is so enormously different. You know, and when we're in these circles, we don't always realize that. Like, we lose sight of that fact. It's just so funny. Yeah, Wayne did, but Civation backed all of it. I don't want to cover all that again, though, man. That is such a negative, dark past. It's just like, do we need to relive it all now, 12 years later? You know? So, all right. But this is 2025. Like, nobody supports BCAAs anymore. Like, other than a couple of shills and companies who make them, like, everybody knows they don't work. It's explained. Everyone agrees. All the evidence-based people, unless they directly sell them, also, yeah, look, we know they don't work. It's been proven. They're a complete scam. So, like, nobody really supports them other than, like, 3 people who make money off of them. You know, as far as actual people with knowledge of nutrition. All right. Oh. And it's been a slow stream, too. It's been a slow 2 days. I had for a few days, I was getting thousands of views on these total. Now they're dropped back down. Oh, well. At least we're picking up subscribers. So that's good. Oh. And we're burning through body fat. That's the other thing. It's a win. That's a win. Almost, I need to pee here soon. I might have to end this one soon just because I need to go to the bathroom and we pedal a little more. I'm like holding my pee for 15 viewers. I don't know if that's worth it. Oh, it kicked up a little bit. All right. Yeah. All right, so this one's 50 minutes deep. That's a pretty good run of it. What's the idea behind telling yourself you have good genetics? Because studies show that if whatever you believe affects your gains. This has been proven in the lab. It's sad how some people are obsessed with Jason's past and criticize him for it. We all do stupid things, and there are plenty of things I've done or said that I deeply regret. Exactly. Huge. I've done videos on it. So you'll have to go back and look it up. I can't dig up and link a study for you for free, dude, especially in the middle of a live stream. So go do some digging. Studies that were done before I have to go pee. I'm trying to hold my pee. I'll answer your question. And I got to wind this down and go pee. There was a study done to where they took people and did fake genetic testing. They didn't do anything. Okay. They lied to the test subjects and put them on a strength training and muscle gaining program, right? They had a control group, and then they had two groups where they lied to and told them, we tested your genetics and you have really good genetics for gaining muscle and strength. They told another group they had below average genetics. What do you think the results were when they trained them? The people who were lied to about having below average genetics gained less muscle and strength. The people who were lied to about having good genetics gained more muscle and strength. They didn't test any of their genetics. Purely what they were told. So telling someone they have below average genetics makes them gain less muscle. Telling someone they have good genetics makes them gain more muscle. That is what the study concluded. So if you want to gain more muscle, you should tell yourself you have top tier genetics. And convince yourself of it. You will literally gain more muscle. If the research holds true. As long as you really believe it. As long as you can be delusional, because it'll give you, is it okay to be delusional if it gives you something? If you gain free muscle because you're delusional, is it worth it? I would say yes. All right. Yep, convince yourself of it. All right, guys, I got to go to the bathroom. I'm going to wind this down. I love you guys. I'll talk to you next time.